The market is feeling balanced amidst the general global uncertainty. I'm Tony with Clarkson Santoro, and this is our real estate update for the week of Friday, April 17th. We know that selling or buying a home can be very stressful and confusing. That's why we do these weekly updates, so you can know how the market is impacting your options as a home seller or buyer. Starting off, we like to look at how the market performed over the past week. There are 66 homes on the market now, 6 more than last week, with the average asking price roughly the same, a change of just $33,000. 10 homes went pending, 2 more than the number we had last week at 8, and the average asking price for those pending sales, again, roughly the same. Again, just about $30,000 in difference. Now here's a bigger difference. There were 11 homes that closed this week, a significant jump from more than double of what we had last week. Almost 3 times as much, in fact. And the average closing price did come down significantly by over $250,000, down to $2,028,000 this week. So now that we know how this market has performed over the past week, we like to look ahead at the broader indicators that help us know where the market might be heading. But before we do that, if you do find this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on future updates. And while you're down there, why not share this with a friend also? Everyone deserves to be in the know about their local real estate market. Okay, let's take a look at those indicators. Starting with inventory, like always. Inventory rose more significantly this week than it has in several weeks. This jump right there. It had been pretty flat for the past several weeks. The jump in inventory is not too surprising considering last week was spring break in the school district. Smart sellers know that coming on the market when people are out of town on vacation is not a smart strategy, so waiting till this week was the reason why we had significantly more homes coming onto the market. With that spike in inventory, our already slow turnover rate did dip back down under 500 or 50% this week, just there. It did recover and go back to 52%, but that is the first time in over a month that our turnover rate reduced week over week. The good news is that we had 10 new pending sales this week, so even though the turnover rate fell, our pending number improved this week, which is a good sign. Another good sign is the over-under number. This number continues to float just into the over range. I know this looks like a big gap here, but it's really just about 0.5% over the asking price on average. This stat reiterates the idea that our home values are holding, and there are still a decent number of buyers out there. The turnover rate remaining low while homes continue to close for more than their asking price demonstrates that it is extremely important for sellers to do everything in their power to make their home desirable with pricing strategy or physical improvements, if they want to have success in this market, that is. In continued positive market news, the average closing price rose another $35,000. It's back to where I expect the number to remain for most of the year. Here's our 1.9 line right here, and I would imagine that's our sweet spot, right in between 1.9 to $2 million. So that's where we're at right now, and I would expect it, based on the pending sales, to remain in that range here for some time. Further positive economic news came with the ceasefire continuing to hold in Iran, at the moment at least. The triple Q, which climbed 5% last week, had even better growth this week. Here we were at the bottom, and it has been a steep increase over the past few weeks. It closed 7% higher this week compared to last. This comes after a month of huge economic uncertainty due to the Iran conflict, but for now, the ceasefire is holding, and that is causing significant optimism in the overall market. Hopefully, the peace negotiations will continue to a resolution so we can see some continued economic stability. That would be nice. And speaking of the market appearing to react positively to the suspension of hostility in Iran, the interest rates also had another week of strong movement in a helpful direction. Rates are now 16 basis points lower than they were over the past 2 weeks, decreasing by 7 basis points this week. San Ramon and the Greater Tri-Valley continues to show its market resilience amidst an otherwise volatile economy. Home values, although they are softening a little year over year, are still holding extremely well considering the rest of the economy. Having a relatively low turnover rate is helping maintain those values, as scarcity often does increase the perception of value. That being said, this market feels very balanced for sellers and buyers. If you are a seller who can put in the work to make your house look remarkable or be willing to be aggressive with your pricing strategy, you can generate a lot of interest in your home, even with a slow turnover rate like we have. On the flip side, a buyer who is willing to look past some cosmetic deficiencies or who is willing to wait for the right house to come down in price, you have more options with less competition than we have seen in the past few years. Thank you for joining me on this weekly update. I hope it helps you understand how our market is impacting your options. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can stay informed on how the market continues to shape up as we start to approach summer. And if you have any questions about how you can navigate the stressful, confusing process of selling or buying a home, leave a comment down below or reach out to us directly. We're here to help guide you every step of the way. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you next week with a new update.